Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I hope every one of you will be fine and well. But you all know that final papers are going to be started from 21st of June, and therefore still a few topics are remaining. So that's why I thought that we must complete a course outline, and therefore today I'm going to deliver my lecture about the man who would be a king. This is a short story and it is included in a course outline. So I thought that I must teach this short story to you because this is one of the most important short story and you must know about this as well. So first of all, let me share my screen with you, but let me open my PPT first. Then I would be able to share my screen. Let me open my PPT. The man who would be a king. And the second important thing, Vera, here I must mention that your paper would be 50 marks and as 25 of midterm marks, you gave your midterm paper, and then 25 marks of a sectional marks. And for sectional, some of the students had given their presentations in during the physical classes, and still some students are remaining to give their presentation. So that's why I'm just planning to take the presentation from all the remaining students in between this week, and then I will be able to award them the 10 marks for their presentation. More importantly, if you remember, I had announced in the beginning of this semester that I will give you 5 marks for your class participation. So those students who used to participate in discussions and in classroom discussions, and they used to participate in any kind of debate or the discussions there, then those lists are with me. And if someone would participate in the online class as well during your presentations and during online classes, then obviously I will note down their names and will give them 5 marks. Okay, beta. So these marks would be 15 marks, and then 5 marks would be of your presentation. So not presentation, but assignment. The assignment would be of your assignment would be of it is known as the reflective assignment. Now, what do I mean by reflective assignment? Suppose someone has given presentation on the story of an awe. If the student has given presentation on this story, short story or any topic, then what you need to do is you need to share or write your experience in 500 words. Now, what you are going to write in your experience, you must include two major points, two types of learning through that experience. If you have given your presentation in through the online class or whether in physical class, but at least when you gave your presentation, you came out in front of the students, and teacher and the student listened your presentation, and obviously you improved your confidence. What kind of experience you had? So you need to explain such experience 250 words. Okay, so it is your learning that you learned how to deal with pressure, how to deal with anxiety, how to deal in such kind of situation that when you are presenter and there are listeners, the whole class, the whole hall is is full of people, and you are the standing on the mic, and you are standing on the rostrum, and you are talking to them face to face, and you are making eye contact to them. So you see, such kind of learning is there. So you need to explain such kind of learning. If someone has given presentation through the online class, then obviously it is your first experience to give your presentation through online mode. So obviously you will share your experience, that what kind of experience you had when you were giving your online presentation. So what kind of learning was there while giving your online presentation. So you will explain this aspect around or in between 250 words. And the second point uh, which you need to mention is that what kind of learning took place regarding the topic on which you gave your presentation. Suppose someone has given presentation on the story of a novel, so you see what kind of knowledge you had before giving your presentation. before preparing yourself for this presentation, and when you gave your presentation or when you prepared yourself for this presentation, then what kind of knowledge you got. So you need to share that journey, that through the journey of presentation, this is the knowledge which you got, and this is the experience you gone through. So you need to explain overall your experience in through the 2 points, and the overall wording must be 500 words. It should not be less than 500 words, but if you are writing it more than 500 words, it's up to you, but at least there must be 500 words. Is that okay? So this is the reflective assignment which you need to work on. So you see better. So by writing this reflective assignment, your 20 marks would be completed, and the 5 marks I have kept for another activity, and that activity is all about, suppose I will share you the links of survey questionnaire. It is related to the research. You are the students of university, so that's why you must know that how the research questionnaires are made and how to fill them. First of all, you would come to know that how to fill a research questionnaire. If someone is giving you a research questionnaire, that please fill it out. So you must know that how to fill it. Okay, beta? So when you will come to know that how to fill this research questionnaire, so obviously you will read the statement and you will give your responses. So in future, when you will go for your research, then obviously you might have a fair idea, and rather it is good to have a fair idea rather to be a blank. Okay, so I will share three links of three research papers with you. All you need to do is open the link number first. You will go there, you will put your email address over there, then you will read all the statements one by one, and then you will give your responses. It would not take more than 5 minutes with one link. That means when you will go with one link, it will take you 5 minutes. You will read and give your response, and at the end you will need to submit it. Similarly, when you will open the second link, then you need 5 minutes. You will read them, give your responses and submit. And then the third link, you will open it, you will read that statements, you will give your responses, and then you will submit. So three research papers. There are three research papers would be of three different categories, three different genres. You see, so you will have the chance to see the three different research papers and their questionnaires, and you will give your responses over them to them. Okay, so this would be the activity of 15 minutes. ये 15 minutes आपको maximum लगेंगे हर एक सर्वे रिसर्च के ऊपर. आपको 5 मिनट्स उसको फिल आउट करने में लगेंगे, सेकंड में भी 5 मिनट्स लगेंगे, एंड थर्ड में भी 5 मिनट्स लगेंगे. तो फॉर दिस 15 मिनट्स आई विल गिव यू 5 मार्क्स. तो अब मुझे कैसे पता लगेगा कि किसने इसको अटेम्प्ट किया है और किसने नहीं किया? ईमेल एड्रेस जो आप ऊपर देंगे, तो उसका रिकॉर्ड आ जाएगा कि इस ईमेल ने यहाँ पर हमें रिस्पॉन्सेस किए हैं. तो जो जो लोग उस ईमेल अपने ईमेल के थ्रू वहाँ पर जो आप रिसर्च क्वेश्चन ये फिल आउट करेंगे, तो व्हाट विल हैपन कि वो सारे रिस्पॉन्सेस मेरे पास आ जाएंगे. देन आई विल चेक देम, एंड देन दोज स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव पार्टिसिपेटेड इन दिस एक्टिविटी दे विल बी अवॉर्डेड 5 मार्क्स. सो इस तरह से आपके 25 मार्क्स कवर हो जाएंगे, एंड आई विल अवॉर्ड यू 25 मार्क्स. नाउ लेट मी शेयर माय स्क्रीन विद यू. This is the screen. I hope it would be visible to all of you. And this is the short story known as The Man Who Would Be a King. And it was written in 1888 by Rudyard. Let's move to the summary. The summary of this short story is that the short story begins by the narrator. Narrator of the story is a newspaper reporter who's traveling across India through the second class train. That means that he's traveling in the train, but he's traveling through the second class. Second class means जो हम जिसको हम हमारे यहाँ कहते हैं इकोनॉमी क्लास. इट इज नॉट द बिजनेस क्लास. वो जो बिजनेस क्लास ट्रेन होती है उसमें सफर नहीं कर रहा है, बट एक जो उसका इकोनॉमिक क्लास है उसमें ही इज traveling there, and due to the financial issues, but before he used to travel in the train through the business class train, but now due to the financial issues he is traveling through the economic class. So he's the narrator and he's traveling in the train. At that time there is another person in the train who meets with narrator. अब वो जो narrator है उसको एक और बंदा मिल जाता है ट्रेन में, स्ट्रेंजर। उस स्ट्रेंजर का नाम है कार्नेहन। अब ये लेट मी हाईलाइट हिज नेम। नाउ दिस मैन मेट हिम। मैंने इसको हाईलाइट कर दिया बेटा, रेड रेड कलर से हाईलाइट, आई एम ट्राइंग टू हाईलाइट इट विद रेड। सो this man Carnahan met him in the train. When he met him, so they start talking to each other. The other man, the main stranger, Carnahan, he confessed with the newspaper reporter, the narrator, that his plan is to blackmail the Raja of, there was an area, Digamba. So this was the area, and the Raja or the prince of this area was going to be blackmailed through the stranger known as Karnehan, and he was a white man, and he was he originally belonged to the Bhutan. Okay, beta. So he was traveling over there as well, because ये स्टोरी यहाँ पर तब लिखी गई है, शॉर्ट स्टोरी, जब इंडिया was being ruled by England, जब इंग्लैंड हमारे ऊपर रोल कर रहा था सब कॉन्टिनेंट का, तब ये स्टोरी लिखी गई है ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम। नाउ सेकेंडली एट दिस पॉइंट ये जो स्ट्रेंजर था कार्नेहन, ही आस्क्ड द नरेटर टू डिलीवर अ मैसेज टू हिज फ्रेंड, and the name of his friend was Daniel Rawat. The narrator agrees to do because he and Carnahan are both Masons. जब वो एक दूसरे से आपस में बात कर रहे थे, तो if you have heard the concept of Freemason, it is a kind of religious or the kind of sect which believe in Mason theory, Freemason theory. Okay, beta. So they both, when they were talking to each other, and then they came to know that the narrator is belonged to the Freemason sect, and this stranger also belonged to the same. Carnahan also belonged to the same sect, the sect of Freemason. So that's why he became agreed that I will deliver your message for the sake of Freemason, for the sake of this sect. More importantly, there was another reason behind this, that why he was going to deliver his message, because अब जो narrator था उसके पास भी इतने ज्यादा पैसे नहीं थे, और जो स्ट्रेंजर था कार्नेहन, इनके पास भी इतने ज्यादा पैसे नहीं थे। सो दे वर अनएबल टू डिलीवर मैसेज थ्रू द टेलीग्राम। वो टेलीग्राम के थ्रू मैसेज डिलीवर नहीं कर पा रहे थे। सो दैट्स व्हाई स्ट्रेंजर रिक्वेस्टेड नरेटर टू टू डिलीवर मैसेज टू हिज फ्रेंड डैनियल। तो उसने कहा ओके, आई विल डिलीवर योर मैसेज टू द डैनियल। अब उसने उससे जब एड्रेस पूछा तो ही टोल्ड हिम दैट यू हैव टू गो टू द Marwar Junction. This is the name of the area in India, Marwar Junction, and you need to go there. When you will reach on this junction, you will find a red-headed man, and his name is Daniel Dravot. So you need to go him and give him my message. In this way, the message was delivered. A few days later, you see, when the message was delivered, and after few days, the stranger who met the narrator, known as Karhan, let me highlight it, Karnehan. ये वो बंदा था जो उसको ट्रेन में मिला था, ठीक है बेटा। एंड द डेनियल ड्रावोट, ये ड्रावोट वो बंदा है जिसको मैसेज दिया गया था। अब दीज बोथ पीपल केम टू द नरेटर्स ऑफिस। अब जब इन दोनों से उसकी मुलाकात हुई थी और इनका भी ताल्लुक फ्री मैसन से था, तो ही हैड गिवन देम द कार्ड ऑफ हिज ऑफिस। उसका अपने ऑफिस का जो कार्ड था इसने उनको दे दिया था कि इफ यू वांट टू मीट मी इन फ्यूचर देन यू कैन कम एट माय ऑफिस एंड कैन मीट मी। सो इस तरह से ये दोनों उसके ऑफिस में गए, एंड देयर ऑफिस वाज लोकेटेड इन लाहौर, बिकॉज लाहौर वाज आल्सो अंडर द रोल ऑफ ब्रिटिश एम्पायर। सो वहां पर ये इनका ऑफिस था और ये वहां पर उनके ऑफिस में गए, एंड दे टोल्ड द न्यू प्लान्स। व्हेन दीज बोथ पीपल रीच्ड to the narrator's office, then they had new visions, new dream, new plans. and their new plan was to conquer the land of Kafiristan and become king of Kafiristan. Now, what is Kafiristan? See बेटा, मैंने इसको highlight कर दिया है. To conquer the land of Kafiristan. Now, Kafiristan was the area. It is the name of area in Afghanistan. अफगानिस्तान का कोई एक एरिया जिसका नेम उस टाइम पे था काफरिस्तान, एंड दे वर प्लानिंग टू गो देयर बिकॉज दे न्यू दैट द पीपल ओवर देयर इन काफरिस्तान आर नॉट सिविलाइज्ड, not educated, they are ignorant, they are like savages, they are like cannibals. So we can easily go there, we can rule them because we are white people, so we are superior and they are inferior. So that's why we can easily beat them, make them slave and rule them, and then we'll become kings over there. So it was their plan to conquer the land of Kafiristan and become king over there. They both came in the office, in his office, to take his help. Now here the question is arises, जब उन्होंने ये सारे plans बना दिए थे तो why did they come to the office of the narrator? अब उनको narrator बहुत एक अच्छा आदमी लगा था, so they wanted to have narrator in their life and they wanted him to help them. अब उनकी जो help चाहिए थी उनको in terms of signing the contract. अब वो ये जो दो लोग थे strangers, कार्नेहन एंड ड्रावोट, दे वर साइनिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. अब आपस में उनका कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था, उनको साइन करना था बिकॉज दे बोथ वर गोइंग टू कॉन्कर द काफिरिस्तान एंड दे बोथ वर गोइंग टू बी द किंग्स. सो दैट्स व्हाई दे हैड टू साइन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के किसी दोनों में से किसी ने भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को वायलेट नहीं करना है. एंड दे वांटेड द नैरेटर टू बी द विटनेस ऑफ देयर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, कि आप हमारे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के विटनेस बने. एक तो ये रीजन था. एंड द सेकंड वाज दे वांटेड टू टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम हिम to find some books and maps because they wanted to go to the Kafiristan, so that's why they were needed maps. उनको maps की जरूरत थी and the books, they were also needed books in order to read them during the journey. Okay beta, now move forward. Books and maps were provided them by narrator de pehle he was not willing to help them, but later he just helped them and he provided them the books and as well as the maps as well, and he also became the witness of the contract. अब उनके contract का ये witness भी हो गया and then both signed contract. What was in the contract? The contract, the main and the important point in the contract was के the most and the important point in their contract was that they will never ever uh, go close to the women and alcohol. Neither they will be allowed to go to the women or neither they nor they will have alcohol. ये दोनों चीजों से उनको दूर रहना है. Even if they become kings of Kafiristan, अगर काफिरिस्तान के वो kings भी बन जाएंगे तो they will never touch a woman, neither they will touch alcohol or wine. Okay, so it was their contract. Now, when they left for the Kafiristan, before leaving, they changed their identity. Now, when they were about to leave for the Kafiristan, obviously they had to change the identity. अब identity उन्होंने change अपनी कैसे की? Because these were two men, Dravot and Carnahan. So, what they did? How did they change their identity? Now, Dravot became a priest. See, priest. He became a priest and Carnahan became his servant. More importantly, he became a maid priest. The maid is also written there, so let me highlight it. He became a maid priest and his friend became his servant. In this way, they started their journey. More importantly, they were also carrying 20 rifles, British rifles with them. They had bought these 20 rifles with them, and these were the mini rifles, and they were carrying them secretly in their bags. And because they thought that by carrying these rifles, the people in Kafiristan, they do not have such kind of weapons, so we can kill them easily if needed, and then we can bow them in front of us. So that's why they were carrying 20 rifles and the ammo as well. They successfully crossed the border, but then narrator got no news about them. अब नैरेटर को सिर्फ इतना पता था कि इन्होंने बॉर्डर सक्सेसफुली अफगानिस्तान की तरफ और काफिरिस्तान की तरफ क्रॉस कर लिया है, द बॉर्डर इज क्रॉस्ड सक्सेसफुली, बट उसके बाद इसके पास उनकी कोई न्यूज नहीं थी कि व्हाट दे आर डूइंग देयर, whether they have survived or they are killed. He know nothing until one of them came in the office again after 3 years. 3 साल के बाद उन दोनों में से एक ऑफिस में वापस आया। कौन आया? दैट वाज द कार्नेहन। ही वाज द वन हु केम बैक इन द ऑफिस। ठीक है बेटा, he came back in his office after 3 years. Let me highlight it. Karyan, who visited his office after 3 years, and at first sight, he he means narrator. Narrator didn't recognize him. He, that means narrator didn't recognize him due to his rough condition. But when he looked at him carefully, he recognized him that it is Karnahan, and he and Daniel, when Daniel Rawat went to the Kafristan in order to conquer that land and become kings over there. But now he is in very rough condition, and something very bad has happened to them. This is the reason that he is back here. So he told the tale of his adventures with Dravot in Kafristan. When narrator asked him that what happened in these 3 years, then he started telling their adventures, that what they did and how they survived, or what kind of accidents have happened to them. So he said that I and Rawat arrived in Kafristan and saw that there was a fight between two tribes. That means जब ये वहां पर पहुंचे तो two tribes were fighting with each other. The locals have only bows and arrows. वो ज्यादा डेवलप नहीं थे, तो उनकी जो फाइट टू ट्राइब्स की आपस में हो रही थी, दे वर फाइटिंग विद ईच अदर विद बोज एंड एरोज. सो दे डिसाइडेड टू टेक अ साइड ऑफ लूजिंग पार्टी. नाउ हियर इज द ट्रिक. अब इन्होंने ट्रिक ये यूज की कि जो लूजिंग पार्टी है हम उसकी हेल्प करेंगे, उनको जिताएंगे, देन दे विल वर्शिप अस लाइक गॉड्स. इसी तरह से इन्होंने अपनी राइफल्स निकाली एंड दे स्टार्ट शूटिंग द विनिंग पार्टी. वहां पर जो पार्टी विन हो रही थी, जो जीत रही थी, दे स्टार्ट शूटिंग एट देम. व्हेन when they start shooting them, obviously so many people were killed over there with their rifles, and the losing party won. At the end losing party won. And when वो जो losing party जब जीत गई, तो seriously they started treating them like gods. कि इनके पास ये ऐसी कौन सी छड़ी है जिसके से ये इतना दूर खड़े होकर भी लोगों को मार रहे हैं, एंड बहुत ही खतरनाक चीज इनके पास है. सो दैट्स व्हाई दे आर द गॉड्स, दे आर द सेंट्स. तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट आया और उन्होंने उनको वर्शिप करना. नाउ दे बिकेम अब्सोल्यूट पावर. अब जब सारे लोग इनको फॉलो करने लगे, तो they become absolute power over there in that area, and they started conquering the neighboring areas and neighboring villages as well. अब यहाँ पर क्या होता है कि जो उनके नेबरिंग, अब वो जो विलेज यहाँ पर ये थे, वहां पर तो इनके पास पावर था, बट उनके जो जितने भी नेबरिंग विलेज थे, दे स्टार्टेड कॉन्करिंग देम वन बाय वन. अब सबको ये कॉन्कर कर रहे थे. Carnahan and Rawot introduced new agricultural practices because they people were quite uh, uh, less in technology, so they didn't knew the modern techniques of agriculture. But as far as these two men are concerned, they came from the Europe, so they knew the new techniques of agriculture as well. So they introduced their agricultural techniques here, and they help the people to earn more profits. This is why they were being respected a lot in that area. And apart from that, they set a new legal system, and for their legal system they hired a priest in every village, and that priest was responsible to deal the legal issues. If any dispute, any issue would be there, then he would solve that issue according to the law. So see, a new legal system was introduced over there. They trained the men as soldiers because they people were very, barbarous, or we can say that those were the savages. So they didn't know how to fight properly like the army. So they train them like an army, and they train them how to use the weapons, and after that they purchase more weapons from the subcontinent, and from they use their other sources to purchase the weapons as well, and this way they build an army. Okay. and they extended their power over the surrounding villages. Now all the surrounding villages were under their control. Dravid commands their newly colonized subjects to make golden crowns. Now अब इसके जितने भी सब्जेक्ट्स है वहाँ उन सबको उसने कहा कि इन दोनों के लिए गोल्डन क्राउन्स बनाए ताकि और डिक्लेयर देमसेल्फ एज किंग। अब उन्होंने खुद को किंग वहां पर डिक्लेयर कर दिया था। नाउ ये जो ड्रावोट है ही वाज द लीडिंग फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग, स्टार्टिंग से लेके यही लीड कर रहा था। सो ही वाज टेकिंग ऑल द डिसीजंस। लेटर ड्रावोट अनाउंस देमसेल्फ एज गॉड। अब बाद में पहले तो इन्होंने खुद को किंग अनाउंस किया, लेकिन बाद में ड्रावोट ने खुद को गॉड अनाउंस किया कि मैं सबसे बड़ा खुदा मैं हूँ। एंड आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपेंड कि ये जो ड्रावोट था demands that the Kafirs provide him with a wife. See, I am going to highlight it. इसने कहा कि अब मुझे एक वाइफ दी जाए और उसने ये डिमांड किया। जैसे ही इसने ये डिमांड की he was abandoning the contract which he had made with his partner Karnayan। अब इसके अपने दोस्त के साथ इसका जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट था, they will never ever touch a woman, now they will touch a wine or alcohol, but he was here violating the contract. So he ordered them, his subjects, to provide him a wife, as all people were very much reluctant to do so। अब यहाँ पर सारे लोग रिलेक्टेंट थे कि उसको वाइफ नहीं दे, चूंकि ये खुद को खुदा भी वहां पर प्रोनाउंस कर चुका था। ही वॉज अ किंग, ही हैड एब्सोल्यूट पावर, बट पीपल वर नॉट, people were very much reluctant to provide him a wife because it was the belief of the people of Kafristan that whoever the god is, if someone would marry with a god, then that person will die at the first night of his or her marriage. So uh, uh, Dravot was a god. He pronounced himself as a god. So that's why people were fearing that if any girl would marry the god, she will die at first night of her marriage. So that's why they were very much reluctant in order to make to give him a bride. So at this point, his friend, his partner Carnahan, approached to the Dravot and requested him not to do this, because if you will do this, you will violate our own contract. If the contract will be violated, then we will be unable to hold this power. We will be unable to control the people, because apart from that, there is another aspect that these people believe that if any girl would get married to the god, then she will die, and we are not gods, so she will not die. So obviously, if she will not die, then the problems will take place. But he said arrogantly, the Dravot said arrogantly that nothing will happen. I am the absolute power here. I am the god. I'm the king. So you don't worry, and I will handle each and everything. But he did not listen to him. He violated the contract, and he asked them, insisted them to brought him uh, the wife, and the Kafirs do provide a bride for him. However, at the marriage night, she was so terrified that she bite Dawood during the marriage ceremony. She was very much terrified. The bride was selected by himself. इसने एक लड़की को पसंद किया. Then he ordered the people that I will get married to this young lady, and she was prepared as a bride. And when she brought to the marriage ceremony, she was very terrified that tonight is the last day of her life, so she will die today, because she's going to get married with a god, and she will never ever survive. So that's why she was very terrified. She was very much uh, upset, and at that time, in order, he asked her to gossip in air. I don't remember exactly, लेकिन she just bite on his neck. उसकी गर्दन पे she bited. When she bite on his neck, then he start bleeding. When people in the marriage ceremony saw the blood of Dravot, जब उसका blood देखा तो they thought that he's not a god at all. He's a human like all of us. He had a blood. His blood is running from his neck like earth. So he's not different than us. When they saw the scenario, the revolt at the time took place. rebel people. There were many people who start rebel against the god or against the king. So people start fighting with each other, not with each other, but most of the people were trying to kill them both. But there were some people who were defending them, their security guards, we can say that. So they were defending them, and then they just fled. They both fled from the scene, and in order to save their lives, and they also took bunch of soldiers with them who were protecting them, and they start fleeing in the jungles. What happened? They were begged for Peche, that Carnahan, to forgive him and promise to meet alone. They said that here they have to divide. एक को एक रास्ते पे भाग जाना चाहिए, दूसरे को दूसरे रास्ते पे भाग जाना चाहिए, because people are chasing them and they will, if we will go on one way, then if we will get caught, then we will be dead both. सो अगर हमसे कोई भी बच जाए तो एक को जिंदगी का चांस मिल सकता है, तो इसलिए यू शुड गो ऑन अनदर वे, ताकि एटलीस्ट आप बच जाओ, और मैं इस रास्ते पे जाता हूँ ताकि वो लोग मेरे ही पीछे आते रहे. बट हेयर हिज फ्रेंड बिकम लॉयल. हिज फ्रेंड डिड नॉट लीव हिम, एंड हिज फ्रेंड just ask him that I will never ever leave you, and I will stand behind you, I will stand with you, and I will die along with your side. So अब उसके दोस्त ने उसको लॉयल्टी दिखाई, और वहां पर अपने दोस्त के साथ वहां रुक गया, और वहां से वो नहीं भागा. वहां से वो जब भागा नहीं, तो ऑब्वियसली he showed his loyalty to his friend. More importantly, अब यहाँ पर ये जो लोग नेटिव लोग इनके पीछे लगे हुए थे, पीपल ऑफ काफिस्तान caught them both, and there was the bridge of wooden bridge. जो wooden bridge होती है above the lakes, जो wooden bridge बनी होती है, तो they asked him, they forced Dravot to walk over that bridge. उस bridge के ऊपर इसको चलाया गया, and then the ropes of the bridge were cut down, and he fell and he died. इस तरह से उसकी डेथ हो गई. And then they turned to the Carnahan. फिर वो उसके पास Carnahan की तरफ बढ़े. And when they turned to the Carnahan, so whom they crucified between two pine trees. अब इसको दो जो pine trees थे उसके बीच में उनको ऊपर बांध कर, और उसके हाथों पे वो जो क्रूसिफाइड किया जाता है, वो कीलें जो ठोकी जाती हैं. सो दे क्रूसिफाइड हिम and let him there, and they asked that if you will survive the hours of this day and the whole night, then in the morning we will come back. If you will survive till the morning, then we will let you go. So he survived the whole night, and when people came back to see him, he was alive, and they said that it is a miracle. So that's why they released him, and they asked him to go back wherever he wants to go. In this way, he was allowed to go back, and this way he got back to the India subcontinent, and he reached at the office of narrator, where he told each and everything to him, that what happened in these 3 years. As he finishes telling his story to the narrator, then Carnahan, let me highlight it. Carnahan opens the bag. He had a bag there, and he carrying, revealing the head of Dravot. It is the head which was given to him by the this head was given to him by the people of काफरिस्तान. ये जब ड्रावोड को उन्होंने मार दिया था, तो उन्होंने उसका हेड काट कर एक बैग में डालकर इसको दिया था जब इसको रिलीज कर रहे थे, एंड से दैट दिस इज योर किंग, हियर इज योर किंग, एंड नाउ गो बैक विद द हेड ऑफ योर किंग. अपने किंग के हेड के साथ जहां आप जाना चाहते हो, यू आर अलाउड टू गो देयर. सो उसके जो हेड पे जो उसका क्राउन पहना हुआ था, वो भी पहना हुआ था, एंड इन दिस वे दे गिवन हिम हेड. सो दिस हेड इज शोन टू द नरेटर इन द ऑफिस. अब उसको उसने ये हेड दिखाया, एंड देन ही लेफ्ट द बिल्डिंग, लेफ्ट द ऑफिस. वहां से चला गया. वो अपना जो बॉक्स था, उसके पास जो बैग था हेड को लेकर, वहां से वो चला गया. ऑन नेक्स्ट डे, दूसरे दिन पे नरेटर कम्स अक्रॉस Carnahan. अब दोबारा नेक्स्ट डे पे उससे उसकी मुलाकात हो जाती है, एंड ही saw that Karhan was crawling in the dust by the side of the road. वो वहां पर रेंग रहा था, बैठा हुआ था, लेट रहा था रोड की साइड पे, and he was singing to himself, and it seemed to him that he is mad, कि ये अब पागल हो चुका है, and पीछे suffer, so therefore अब he was suffering there as well. So Karnahan was suffering there. He was also suffering from the sunstroke after begging in the streets for the long time, because he was begging in the streets as well. There was a lot of hardness over there, so that's why he just took him. उसने उसको लेकर वहां पर जो asylum था, जहां पर लोगों को मतलब जो होमलेस लोग होते थे उनको बिठाया जाता था, खाना पीना उनको दिया जाता था. इन अदर वर्ड्स वी कैन से दैट ओल्ड होम्स, बट इट कैन बी आल्सो कॉल्ड एज असाइलम एज वेल. तो वहां पर उसको इसने शिफ्ट करवा दिया. बट ही हैड अ सन स्ट्रोक, चूंकि ही वाज wandering in the streets and begging in the streets in the peak of the day. वो गर्मी के peak times पर वो wandering कर रहा था, और because he was out of his senses, he was mad, so that's why he got a sunstroke. उसको sunstroke हुआ. And on the next day, narrator got a call from asylum that this man known as Karhan is dead due to the sunstroke. And more importantly, it's a mystery to the narrator and the readers as well, that where is the head of the his friend. And narrator searched the head a lot on the previous day and after his death as well, but he was unable to find the head of his friend. And nobody could know, nobody find the head. So that's why it became the mystery till the end of the story, that where the head gone. And it is up to the reader, that reader, अब ये reader के ऊपर है कि वो सोच ले कि हाँ उसने जो head है उसको दफना दिया कहीं पे, but he was out of his senses, so how would he do that? So nobody knows that where the head gone, but the story here ends. और यहाँ से story खत्म होती है. And then narrator goes to his office and then thought to himself that those people who do wrong deeds, they have to suffer in that way. जब आप कुछ भी गलत करते हैं तो you have to suffer in this life and after the life as well. Now let's move forward to the themes of this story, short story. The first and the most important theme is of moral authority. इस थीम के अंदर मोरल अथॉरिटी में अंदर आप एक चीज देखेंगे, ये जो ड्रावोट है और जो कार्नेहन है, इन दोनों ने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया था, और दैट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वाज बेस्ड ऑन द स्ट्रिक्ट मॉरल कोड. लेट मी हाईलाइट इट, स्ट्रिक्ट मॉरल कोड. अब इस आइडिया के बेस पे इन्होंने कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया था. नाउ व्हाट इज मॉरलिटी? Morality is that when someone is doing something good for the and someone is not going to violate the moral values, the ethical values. अब moral value उनकी क्या थी कि they will never ever touch a woman. दूसरी moral value क्या थी कि they will never ever taste alcohol. So these were these moral values. Until and unless we will follow the moral values, will be successful. And whenever we will violate a moral values, when we will violate the contract, then suffering will take place. सिमिलरली आप जब तक देखें कि इन्होंने अपनी मॉरल वैल्यूज को वायलेट नहीं किया था, जो इनकी दो मॉरल वैल्यूज थे, एंड मोर ओवर their contract was also based on their moral values. They, until and unless they had not violated their contract, they were enjoying the absolute power over there. But when they violated the contract, they violated their moral values, their suffering started. And then this violation become the reason of their death. अब इन्होंने जो ये जो वायलेशन की मॉरल वैल्यूज की या मॉरल कोड की, तो दैट बिकम द रीजन ऑफ द डेथ. तो यही उनकी डेथ का रीजन है. सेम सिचुएशन ऑफ मॉरल कोड वाज बीइंग स्पॉइल्ड बाय द ब्रिटिश रूल इन इंडिया एज वेल. अब यहाँ पर आपने बेटा एक चीज ध्यान में रखनी है कि दिस स्टोरी इज नॉट ओनली द स्टोरी ऑफ एन मैन हु वांट्स टू बी अ किंग in the Kafristan. But actually, this story is written by watching the social, religious, and cultural and the ruling practices in the society. अब ये जो सोसाइटी की प्रैक्टिसेस हो रही थी सब कॉन्टिनेंट में, ब्रिटिश रोल था यहाँ पर, ब्रिटिश व्हेन दे वर रूलिंग देयर, सो दे हैड द सेम वैल्यूज। उनका एक मॉरल कोड था कि वी विल नेवर एवर टीच द वुमेन, इंडियन वुमेन will never ever do injustice with anyone, will never uh, drink alcohol. So such was the moral values of them. बट वो जब सब कॉन्टिनेंट पर आके उन्होंने जब हुकूमत करी तो उन लोगों ने कितनी नाइंसाफियां की, कितना लोगों को जलीलो ख्वार किया. सो द कॉन्सेप्ट इज गिवन बाय द राइटर. एक्चुअली दिस इज द क्रिटिसिज्म ऑन द ब्रिटिश रोल. जो ब्रिटिश रोल था सब कॉन्टिनेंट के ऊपर, ये डायरेक्टली राइटर ने उसके ऊपर क्रिटिसाइज किया है कि द ब्रिटिश पीपल हैड लॉस्ट देयर मॉरल कोड. उन्होंने अपना मॉरल कोड को लॉस कर दिया है और नाउ उनका जो एंड होगा वो सेम होगा जैसे कि डैनियल का हुआ है, जैसे कि इसका कार्नेहन का हुआ है. इन दोनों का जैसे एंड हुआ है तो यहाँ ब्रिटिश का भी वैसा ही एंड होगा until unless if they will not start following their moral code. अगर वो अपने moral code को दोबारा फॉलो करेंगे, वो जस्टिस करेंगे और अच्छे से रूल करेंगे तो obviously nobody would be there to harm them. So this is the concept which is given, and more importantly we all have studied in the history that how uh, the white people were cruel and how they were uh, uh, they were influential and they were influencing their own, we can say that they were implementing their own will on the lives of people of India. So हमारे जो लोग थे उनके ऊपर they were implementing, imposing their own will, खुद की will से हमारे ऊपर impose कर रहे हैं. तो you see this is the concept, and this is the short story in which British role is criticized by the writer. Move forward. Use us versus them. अब ये जो us versus them है और इसको हम ये कह सकते हैं us versus others भी कह सकते हैं. This is the concept which is explained in this story, and this is the concept which is explained indirectly. अब बेटा देखें ये जो criticism है ये ब्रिटिश रोल के ऊपर क्रिटिसाइज्ड है इस पूरी शॉर्ट स्टोरी के अंदर, जो कि इनडायरेक्टली हुआ है. ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट है अस और देम का या अस और अदर्स का, ये एक ही बात है. तो ये भी इनडायरेक्टली है, ये डायरेक्ट आपको नहीं मिलेगा, ये इनडायरेक्टली. यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट, यू हैव टू कॉम्प्रिहेंड इट. नाउ व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अस वर्सेस देम आर द अस वर्सेस अदर्स. दे बिलीव दे आर हेल्पिंग द पीपल ऑफ काफिस्तान become civilized. अब now the both main characters in the story, अब कौन से दो कैरेक्टर है, ड्रावोट एंड कार्नेहन, they both had the belief that we are going to Kafristan in order to make them civilized. अब देखें इनका ये बिलीफ था कि हम वहाँ काफिस्तान में जा रहे हैं और उनको हम सिविलाइज करने जा रहे हैं. भाई आप अपनी जिंदगी में अपने काम करें, आपको क्या जरूरत पड़ी है कि इतनी जर्नी लेकर आप काफिस्तान जा रहे हैं and you are going to make them civilized. This is not the case. It was not the case. अब ये केस नहीं था, ये जस्ट जस्टिफिकेशन है, दूसरों को इम्प्रेस करने की जस्टिफिकेशन है. बट द केस वाज दैट दे वांटेड एब्सोल्यूट पावर. उनको एक एब्सोल्यूट पावर था. दे वांटेड टू एंजॉय द पावर, दे वांटेड टू एंजॉय each and everything. जब वो किंग हो जाएंगे तो obviously they would have absolute authority and absolute power, so they would have a lot of money, so they can do each and everything which they want to do. So due to the concept of the lust for power, they did that, they went there. And more importantly अब यहाँ पर आता है concept of us and them. Let me explain. अच्छा, इस us and them को हम us versus other भी कह सकते हैं, us and othering भी कह सकते हैं. सी बेटा, और us and them भी कह सकते हैं. ये तीन टर्म है, तीनों की एक ही मीनिंग है. ये तीनों की एक ही मीनिंग है, आप जो भी इसको बोलेंगे वो सही है. तो मैं सिंपली एक ही टर्म को फॉलो करूंगा, वो है us and them या us versus them. अब यहाँ पर us means we, हम, जो white है, जो कि यूरोप से बिलोंग करते हैं, ब्रिटिश से बिलोंग करते हैं. सो वी आर सुपीरियर. us, we are civilized. us, our culture is civilized, a culture is good, a tradition is unique, our values are correct. That means each and everything related to them is good and correct. On other hand, others are them. They are the people of Kafristan. They are the people of अब ये जो काफिस्तान उन्होंने शो किया है, दे ही इनडायरेक्टली शोइंग द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया, दे आर द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया, they are not civilized, they are not educated, their culture is not good at all, the language is not good, the customs and traditions are not correct, each and everything which belongs to us, that is superior and they are inferior. So this is the concept of us, हमारी जो चीज है वो superior है और उनकी जो चीज है that is inferior. So this is the concept of us and versus them, and due to this reason they give this kind of justification in order to rule the other people, rule the people who have less power. So that's why अब ये justification देकर ये जो main characters है, they went to the Kafiristan that in order to make them civilized, that we are civilized, they are not civilized. So the same justification is seen by the British rule. The British leaders also said that the people of India are not civilized, they are not educated, they do not have the cultural, religious, and social values up to the mark. Each and everything which related to us, it is quite up to the mark, and we are superior, they are inferior. So this is the concept of us and other. I hope कि आपको ये concept समझ में आया होगा, जो कि indirectly explain किया गया है, ताकि क्रिटिसाइज ये indirectly explain किया गया और criticize किया ब्रिटिश रोल के ऊपर इस राइटर ने. ओके बेटा. It is also explain the tyrant role of white men. ये जो concept है us and other का, ये हमें ये बताता है कि ये जो role है tyrant role, they are ruling very tyrantly and they are not very good people at all. They are very cruel and they see themselves as superior and everyone else inferior. So this is the concept, and which was seen in the short story. So I hope कि आपको ये समझ में आया होगा. Now let's move forward, and this is the final and the important third thing, which is power and ambition. The lust for power and the ambition let them down. अब ये क्या है, देखें, these both characters went to the Kafiristan, the land of Kafiristan, for what? It was the lust for power which took them there. It was the ambition to become a king, to become a god, and to have absolute power. It was the ambition which took them there. So that's why they went there in the land of Kafiristan, and which became the reason of the death as well. Similarly, let's talk about the East India Company. Why East India Company came in subcontinent? They had the roots, and it was the planning that this company will be sent to the subcontinent, and then we will have power. And they had ambition that there are a lot of gold and there are a lot of resources there. That's why if we will conquer that land, then we will have the resources and then we'll have a lot of power. See, for the sake of power and ambition, they conquered the subcontinent. So it was done by due to the power and ambition. This story is actually the criticism on England. Actually, ये short story criticism है, criticize England के ऊपर किया गया, that how they are spoiling the lives of innocents, that how the innocent people are being spoiled in subcontinent, how their rights are being violated, how they are so much cruel, how they are tyrant. So this is the criticism over England. Okay, such for example, हमें एक आप अगर किसी ने आपने अगर पढ़ा है दी हार्ट ऑफ डार्कनेस, दिस इज अ नोवेला, ये छोटा एक नोवेला है, हार्ट ऑफ डार्कनेस, रिटन बाय जोसेफ कॉनराड. अब in this novella it is explained that how the Europeans colonized the people of Africa, के अफ्रीका के जितने लोग थे जो कंट्री थी इनको कैसे कॉलोनाइज्ड किया था इन्होंने. ठीक है बेटा. सो कॉलोनाइजर्स आइडियोलॉजी, कॉलोनाइजर्स मीन्स वेस्टर्न पीपल, यूरोपियन पीपल, अब इनको हम कॉलोनाइजर्स भी कहते हैं क्योंकि कॉलोनीज इन्होंने बनाई थी. तो कॉलोनाइजर्स आइडियोलॉजी, इनके पीछे एक आइडियोलॉजी थी, एंड द आइडियोलॉजी वाज टू रूल ओवर अदर्स. अब दूसरे जितने भी हैं उनको रूल ओवर करना है, उनके ऊपर हुकूमत करनी है थ्रू पावर. उन्होंने दे हैव टू शो देयर पावर एंड बाय मैनिपुलेटिंग देयर कल्चर, बिलीव्स, नॉर्म्स, वैल्यूज एंड ट्रेडिशंस. अब उन्होंने कहा कि अगर हम इनको, ये आइडियोलॉजी है बेटा. नाउ लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू द आइडियोलॉजी. हर एक जो काम होता है, जो जो बड़े बड़े डिसीजंस होते हैं, हर काम के पीछे, हर डिसीजन के पीछे एक आइडियोलॉजी होती है. तो ये जो कॉलोनाइजर्स की आइडियोलॉजी थी कि हमने सब कॉन्टिनेंट पे या अफ्रीका पे हमने रूल ओवर करना है, एंड हाउ वी वुड डू दैट, we will firstly will do that with the power and by manipulating their culture, beliefs, norms, values and traditions. अब उनको मैनिपुलेट कैसे करते हैं? We will say that our culture, because we are superior, we are white men, we belong to Europe, we belong to Western, so that's why our culture is up to the mark. We are civilized people, you are not civilized, your culture is not good at all. Our beliefs are traditional. A belief, our beliefs, norms, and values and tradition belong to the generations. That's why they are very much unique and they are very much important and they are very much up to the mark. Whereas they say that the beliefs, norms, values, and traditions of the colonized people, of the people of subcontinent in Africa, they are not good at all. Their beliefs are like savages. They are like cannibals. They are very much ignorant. अब देखें यहाँ पर hypocrisy देखें आप, चूंकि this is a well known fact that every custom tradition is unique in this world. चाहे कोई भी culture है, custom है, tradition है, वो unique है, and that must be appreciated, that must be respected. ये एक लॉ है, इंटरनेशनल लॉ है, ठीक है. वी कैन से दैट इट इज अ वेल नोन फैक्ट. ये एक वेल नोन फैक्ट है जो कि पूरी दुनिया में यही पाया जाता है. बट इनके हाइपोक्रेसी देखें कि ये कह रहे हैं कि हमारी ये जो चीजें हैं, दोज ऑल आर गुड एंड अप टू द मार्क, दे आर यूनिक, वेदर फला फला. बट दे से दैट के सब कॉन्टिनेंट एंड अफ्रीका की जो नॉर्म्स हैं या वैल्यूज हैं या कस्टम्स एंड ट्रेडिशन है, दे कॉल देम एज कैनिबल्स, savages, stupid, less civilized, but they do not call them as unique. उनको unique नहीं कहते हैं. They call them such kind with such names and they say that we are here to make you civilized. हम आपको civilized करने के लिए आए, हम आपको सुधारने के लिए आए. But the reality is that they have their own interest, and in order to achieve their own interest, they manipulate these all things, and by manipulating them, they look for their own interest. वो अपने खुद के इंटरेस्ट को देखते हैं और उन्हीं को फुलफिल करने की कोशिश करते हैं. ठीक है बेटा. इसके बाद है क्या है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द कल्चरल आइडियोलॉजी, द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मोरल एंड racial supremacy was also used as an ideology, as a tool to rule over them and achieve their objectives. अब moral and racial supremacy, अब see बेटा, this is also important thing. अब मोरल एंड सोशल सुपरमेसी से ये मुराद है कि वो समझते हैं कि हम जो लोग हैं, हम सिविलाइज्ड लोग हैं, हम मॉरलिटी को फॉलो करते हैं और हमारी जो रेस है वो रेशल रेस है और हम सुपीरियर हैं. इसीलिए हम जो लैंग्वेज में बात करते हैं, दैट लैंग्वेज इज सुपीरियर देन योर लैंग्वेज. दिस कॉन्सेप्ट वाज इंजेक्टेड इन द पीपल ऑफ सब कॉन्टिनेंट एंड आफ्टर दैट पीपल स्टार्ट लर्निंग इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. तो उसके बाद आज देखें हमारी सोसाइटी में, अगर इफ समवन इज स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश वेरी फ्लुएंटली, then other people will start their mouths and then they will start watching him, her, then wow, what educated person. अब ये कहेंगे कि अगर कोई इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज में बात कर रहा है फ्लुएंटली, तो दे विल से दैट व्हाट एजुकेटेड पर्सन. बट बिकॉज बेटा देखें, एजुकेटेड पर्सन होने की ये निशानी नहीं है कि ही इज स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज. there are so many people in our society, in our country, कि they are very much talented in their fields. वो अपने fields में बहुत ज़्यादा talented है, they are educated, but they don't know how to speak properly in English. That doesn't mean कि वो educated नहीं है. Indeed they are educated. Overall English language is the language. ये एक लैंग्वेज है, जैसे कि एक सिंधी लैंग्वेज है, जैसे कि उर्दू लैंग्वेज है, जैसे कि बलोची लैंग्वेज है, जैसे कि सराइकी लैंग्वेज है, जैसे कि पंजाबी लैंग्वेजेस है. So if you will know more languages, it is good thing. It is good thing to know more languages. So to know the English language, to converse in English language, it's a good thing. It is not everything. See better. So this concept was injected by the Europeans during in the subcontinent by giving concept of moral and racial supremacy. कि भाई अब इनकी रेशल सुपरमेसी है तो इनकी लैंग्वेज है तो वो भी सुपीरियर है. इनका ट्रेडिशन है, कस्टम है, तो वो भी सुपीरियर है. सो दिस कॉन्सेप्ट वाज इंजेक्टेड इन अफ्रीका एंड एंड सब कॉन्टिनेंट एज वेल. आई होप कि आपको ये समझ में आया होगा कि इन थीम्स के अंदर हमने ये डिस्कस किया है कि किस तरह से इस शॉर्ट स्टोरी के थ्रू क्रिटिसाइज किया गया है जो ब्रिटिश रोल था उस पर, और सब कॉन्टिनेंट पे किस तरह से उन्होंने हुकूमत की और किस तरह से उन्होंने क्रुएलिटी की. तो वो जो कॉन्सेप्ट है उसको थोड़ा हाईलाइट भी करने की कोशिश की है. आई होप कि आप लोगों को समझ में आया होगा एंड आई होप कि आप लोग इसको अच्छे से पढ़ेंगे और भी डिटेल में समझेंगे. सो दिस इज व्हाट विच इज अबाउट दिस शॉर्ट स्टोरी. आई होप कि आपको फुली समझ में आया होगा. नाउ इट इज टाइम टू एंड द लेक्चर. So I will meet you inshallah in next lecture, and I am also planning to take your presentations in this week as well. So Khuda Hafiz, bye bye, and see you soon in this week. Allah Hafiz, bye.